Hi, my friends. Master Brown here, Ancient Ways Martial Arts Academy. It is Monday, May the 4th. I think that's that Star Wars day, right? May the 4th be with you or whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. It's a gorgeous day. Hopefully you guys are getting outside a little bit, and I'm definitely going to here in a few. It's just about lunchtime. I usually go home for lunch and hang out with the dog a little bit, and we go for a little walk. Anyway, I want to tell you about what's going on here in Ancient Ways. The governor started phase 1 of the state reopening today. We are not included in that. Why Walmart gets to be packed, the beach is packed, yet we, especially with all the precautions that we're taking, don't get to be included in that is beyond me. It's just odd, but whatever. So we're waiting another 2 weeks until, I think it's the 18th. Is that right? The 18th? And we will be reopening at that time. Yes, the 18th. Now, we may be doing some experimenting before then, just to make sure that our processes are all good. And so just a couple of things that we have done. We've had an air purifier in this place since 2007. Well, our old place, and then here we brought it with us. And I bought this at a trade show years ago, and this thing is fantastic. I have one here for you guys, a big one, and then we have one in my office because, whew, and we have one at home too because, you know, there's lots of animals there. We're animal lovers, and I love the thing. But on top of that, I may have mentioned that we've got our AC guy coming in to do ultraviolet lighting on all of our AC units to kill anything coming and going. We've got the floor partitioned off into, here I'll show you, into 6-foot squares, which literally lets us put 45 people on the floor and keep them apart, and which is bigger than just about anything we've ever done here. So I think we got this handled. On top of that, we're going to have a sign at the back door that you must enter the front door up here. When you enter, we will take your attendance. You won't be touching those cards. We'll actually do it for you. Go put your shoes and everything up, get into a spot in class, do class. At the end of class, you get your stuff and you go out the back door before we open the front door for the next class. So there's no exchange of people. There will be no waters sold here or snacks sold here. Our pro shop will be closed for a while. If you need something, we can definitely get it for you, but it's one of those things that we want to make sure that any areas of congregation are minimal. And so that if you are someone who's an asymptomatic carrier, you're not going to get it to someone else, and that you're going to be here. You will be required to wear a mask in class. Sorry, guys, we're going to wear them too. If you don't have any, that's okay. One of our suppliers, Asian World Martial Arts, is actually providing them at a cost. They're not like some people are gouging people, but they're not too bad. I think they're like $5 a piece or something like that. So we will have some of those. If you need one, we can provide it for you for that, and we're just going to sell them at our cost because we want to make sure that you're in class first and foremost more than anything. But again, we got 2 weeks to worry about this, so you got some time. Meanwhile, our virtual classes are booming. Everybody's having a great time in there. Been doing a lot of really cool things in there, and I've decided that this week I thought I would take a couple of days and do, I don't know what to call it, like a social hour with Master Brown or whatever, but I eat lunch late because I work so late, but I'm thinking about going ahead and bumping my schedule back to the way it should be and eating lunch around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and have you guys eat with me. If you want to jump in and eat lunch and chat while I eat, that's cool, but it'd be kind of a fun thing for us to do and a way for me to get a feel for how you're doing, those of you that are stuck at home or are in virtual school or whatever, so that I can make that connection with you. So let's talk a little bit about anything else. Okay, parents, by the way, we want you to do class with your child. I saw Braden's mom jumping in and doing class with him the other day. Awesome. I can't believe what a great parent you are, because that's just going to make Braden that much more determined and motivated to stick with his training. And gosh, he is doing so good. I'm so excited for him to get his black belt from us someday, and I can tell he's definitely headed that way. What an awesome young man he is. And so, guys, if you don't know Braden Martin, what a great kid. He's done all the Warriors quests so far. Well, I haven't seen number 3 or 4. 4 goes out today. I haven't seen those yet. And Jaded Brookhart as well has done the first 2. Guys, Travis has also done the first one. Guys, make sure you're doing those Warriors quests and getting them back to me. They're a fantastic way for you to stay in touch with your training at home during this pandemic. All right, so other stuff that's going on. Parents, if your kids say, hey, I don't want to do the virtual classes, Okay, make sure they're doing something not so fun before class. Hey, after you get finished with those dishes, you can do virtual karate. Sounds a whole lot better than, hey, log out of Red Dead Redemption, it's time to do class. They don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, okay? So make sure they're doing something not so fun before class. It makes it a whole lot easier. And recognize, too, that if they say they don't want to do class, but you help them to do it, they're going to have a great time. You and I know that. But they can't make that rational leap and go, wow, I'm going to have a great time if I do this. But everybody dreads working out, but nobody regrets working out. And why would you miss this opportunity to teach your child the value of commitment, the virtues of perseverance, and the power of self-discipline? This is what you're here for, right? And so don't miss this opportunity. Make sure they do class. Do it with them. And let's make sure that they're getting the lessons that you and I want them to know that they need in life. So, all right, story of the week is out there, and it kind of goes along with this. It's about no quitting. It's less of a story, more of a lesson that I did a number of years ago that's available out there. And so make sure you take that and let's do it with your kids. The videos for our stories are more listened to stuff. They're just like animated GIFs looped together that I did years ago and still do some today. But more and more, we're going to start doing more like this where I'm talking to the camera. Not that my appearance doesn't nauseate a lot of people. I just want to make sure that they see it on a real guy and a real person, and these stories are from the heart. Okay. All right. So let's. All the forms are out there too. By the way, graduation's coming up. Today is week 8 of 12 weeks, and so we want to make sure that you've got your form down. Remember, it doesn't have to have all the turns and everything in it. You just got to have the combos in the form. That's the most important part. So make sure you're getting those down. Also, let's talk about classes this week. We always like to end class on something that makes the kids go, oh, that was awesome. When's my next class? And so those are our big things. This week, obviously, we're working on forms quite a bit, making sure everybody's getting ready for that graduation point. So the first part of the week, we're going to work on a team challenge. Team challenge means you got one group of students, another group of students, they're going back and forth. We call it the Dragon Tiger Challenge. And they're working on their technique. It's just kind of a secret way for us to make sure they get lots of repetitions. And it definitely works with that, and it's a lot of fun, and especially when you do it virtually, because they have to kind of watch the little squares with the other kids in it. It reminds me of the old TV show Hollywood Squares, because they should be looking over and down and whatnot at each other, but it's really fun. All right, and then the latter part of the week, we're doing some more turning drills, where they're going to go in different directions. This is something that we probably need to do more of when we're here in the studio, because when you get attacked in the real world, you're going to have more than one opponent, and you need to be able to work in different directions. Hopefully you keep them in a line so they're in each other's way, but if you should happen to end up with one on one side and one on the other, you need to know what to do. And so we're doing some cool turning drills to finish off the latter part of the week. Our Wolfpack students will be doing nunchucks during their classes, as well as some hyper kicks. The nunchuck form has some really cool hyper kicks in it, so you're going to get to work on those in there as well. Those of you that are coming to the double nunchuck class, we have finished up all 4 sections of the form right on schedule, and so we'll be finishing up polishing and making sure that that's awesome. It's a really great form. I tell you what I'll do is I'll do a video of me doing the form here in a little bit, and I'll provide that for you guys so you can follow along, practice at home for our Wolfpack and Guardian students, because it's a really cool double chuck form. This is double chuck form level 1. Level 2, I looked at it the other day from Hyper and thought about it and thought, no. I think that it definitely would be a lot of fun for us to do, but there's a lot of stuff in it that's just not as practical as I like to be as a martial artist. So we're going to stick with level 1 and maybe update it a little bit with things as we go along. So, all right, guys, so that's your day today and tomorrow and this week here at Ancient Ways. Hear the echo? It's so quiet without you guys here. I'm really looking forward to getting back in the swing of things, getting you guys here. But definitely, guys, get out there today. It's beautiful. But don't miss your classes. Make sure that you're in class today and have a great time with us. And we'll see you guys soon here at Ancient Ways Martial Arts Academy.